oh, hey, look, we're hawking promotional shit. But since it's up there, go to thebullandbee.com, use code MonsterMeat, and get $5 off your meat order. Let's get this set up properly. Yeah. Now that you can actually hear us.
And so the legislation
And the key to life
then
is-
goes back
So, yeah.
to the president's desk, and they either sign it into or not into law. And
To
that's how a
quote-
bill becomes a law.
We watched Ford Fairlane on the Defenestration Hour last night. To quote that, and Springsteen says to Madonna, "Who can fuck in this weather?" No, what we've been wasting the past 2 or 3 minutes talking about has been the DC Absolute comic book line. Just how crazy good Martian Manhunter was.
Yeah, even their lowest good title is so good. Like they're all
Yeah.
the absolute titles have been great.
I this is like one of those comic moments that will stay with me till the day I die. When I was interviewing Dan DiDio and Ralph Macchio last year, I forget what question I asked to get him going, but Dan was like on a fucking tear, and he was talking about how the one thing he said, I'm like, holy shit, I wish I was recording this, but he's like the one thing I would never admit, he's like that we were never ever gonna beat Marvel, like no matter how good we were. He's like Marvel has like he's like in all honesty, he's like Marvel has like 30 or 40 characters who can carry a solo book, whereas DC maybe has like 7 or 8 who can carry a solo book. And one of the things he specifically said was he's like if you see like a Martian Manhunter book, he's like it's never going to go past like issue 12 or something like that. And like that's been like on my mind for the past couple of months. So when I saw like Absolute Martian Manhunter, this is the first thing I thought, like, oh great, here we go.
I believe it's a 6-issue miniseries.
But they extended it. I thought.
I know. I don't think. I don't think it's gonna be. I mean, I hope it's ongoing, but I don't know how long ongoing it'll be. But at least it gets like more than 6.
But it really surprised me that like I think that is the one, like the number one that I liked the most out of all of the ones that I've read all the ones so far.
Yeah, I don't remember if I said this when the mic was on. I think it was when it was off, but. We kind of fucked up at the shop in that we ordered a decent amount, but we talked it up too much because Dennis Camp has been doing so much with the Ultimates and everything else. But like, that's Ultimate Martian Manhunter has been my favorite, and it's only 2 issues in.
Yeah. Ultimate Superman really surprised me too. How much I'm liking that one.
Yeah. That and Wonder Woman. Like we were just saying, like all 3 of them. Were titles that I didn't think. Although the like creative team on Wonder Woman going in, I was like, oh, it's probably going to be a banger because how do you go wrong with them? But
the whole like arcane like demonic take on Wonder Woman is so awesome.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
it's such a fun fit, and it works well. I'm into it. But also the problem is like I don't think I've ever read less comics than I have as a shop owner. It's just skimming. So like I get like a rough take on most stuff that's going on every week, but I don't get to like sit down and really enjoy stuff like I used to anymore. So it's a lot. I don't get to like
the lights on. It looks like you have a halo.
Well, I mean,
there we go. That's annoying. Anyway, I mean, I've always been like a diehard Marvel fan, so like to have DC be the thing that like brings me back into the fold, like it's pretty surprising.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I've always been, not always, but used to be much more of a Marvel guy, and now it's kind of swayed for sure now because I mean, the good Marvel stuff is.
Few and far between.
Yeah,
I do like some of the Ultimate stuff though.
For sure.
Yeah,
Spider-Man's great. That's what I'm saying. Like it's there. There's good stuff there. Ultimate Black Panther's good. Ultimate's Dennis Camp is writing his nuts off. That's been good. But yeah, no. The new Amazing Spider-Man seems to be all right. It's only 2 in. I think 2 came out this week.
All right.
I'm not. I mean, it's only 2 in, so I can't really like.
Yeah, judge
say, like,
too much about it.
It's 2 issues. Like, I can't.
Yeah, I started reading the Ultimate Spider-Man when it came out, and I think I have like Black Panther 1 and 2. I just haven't read yet.
Yeah.
But I was just like burned out on Marvel at that point.
I was burned out on Spider-Man at that point.
Yeah.
So once they came out with Ultimate Spider-Man, and they were like, "Oh, he's your age." And he has kids and doesn't have spider powers. I was like, me either.
Yeah.
Sign me up. But I mean, it was also Hickman writing it, so it's like, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Which, did you see he's doing? What's the one in Connecticut, Chris?
Kineticon? Are we talking about cons or?
Yeah. Sorry. Is that it? Is that
There's Terrificon.
Terrificon.
Okay.
Terrificon. Sorry, that's the one.
I swear to God, it sounds like you're just naming Decepticons I've never heard
Yeah.
of. I'm
Kineticon, that's the one that.
Stop.
Yeah.
D-list Decepticons.
That's the one where like the different golf carts make combined to make a giant transformer. Yeah.
What big fuck off thing do you guys make?
No. Oops.
Well, we're not the Constructicons, I'll tell you that much.
Hickman never does like, well, not never, but rarely does like cons this east.
Yeah.
It's usually like I've seen him do Chicago.
He's done New York before, hasn't he?
but not in a while. It feels like not in the last couple at least. But I might be wrong. He might have done like stuff in New York, but maybe not New York Comic Con. But I'm excited for that because I got stuff. I have a couple of Ultimate Spider-Man ones signed by Chichetto that be pretty cool to have. Hickman on those other ones.
Yeah. They haven't started announcing stuff for New York yet. I'm definitely in
I don't
for
even want to think about it.
It's right around the corner.
Shh, no, it's not. I have to get through Free Comic Book Day first. That's like a week from today.
Yeah.
It'll be done. I'll be doing this.
Right.
Smoking and drinking and falling asleep early, most likely.
Not thinking about comics for a little while.
It was 11 years ago that we did the.
Was it that long ago?
Free Comic Book
The
Day
remote?
podcast.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I remember that.
On the
That like some dude came up and told us their microphone looked like Ultron's dick at one point. Yeah.
And we had Nick working.
Thank
he's like, I want to go talk to the crowd. And we're like, he's like talking to kids. We're like, stop. Then the one dude where we had to like try not to make fun of him. What are you hoping to see? Well, I'm hoping to see Punisher. We're like, there's not gonna be any Free Comic Book Day Punisher.
Yeah.
I'm here to murder people.
It's probably not gonna happen.
Oh god, those were so much fun, but like, oh god, I wouldn't want to get up early and do all that shit again.
I just realized I forgot. I was a little too stoned when I responded to one of the librarians for Free Comic Book Day, and she was like, "Oh, just make sure," because we just subbed some titles that didn't come in or got canceled.
Yeah.
She was like, "Just make sure they're all ages titles," which like,
yeah.
no shit, it's going to a library. But I was like, too smart ass at the time. I was like, okay, I'll take the Penthouse comics out and replace them with all ages stuff, and she hasn't responded yet. It's been, but like she's a sister of a subscriber, so it's not like
Yeah.
And we get I don't think she's actually. I hope she's not mad.
Well, tune in next time to see how that one
We'll
turns
see
out.
if it's canceled by then, because it was implied that I was going to give it
Tonight's episode is
Penthouse
called Litigation.
Yeah.
Kids want to know who Cherry Pop Tart is.
We have, I think, one of those comics in the library there.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
No, what's his name gave it to us? The artist. He does game stuff too. He's been on our show like multiple times, and I don't remember his name. Anyway, but he is the artist for that. Well, was like for one of the iterations of it, and like I think this was fucking. I'm blaming this one on Nick. This was not me. This was at a show we were at. Like he came over and he was showing us like the book, and Nick was smashed. Big Dumb Monsters Nick, not
me.
Comic book Nick. Yeah.
I mean, I probably was, but
and like I
Somewhere else.
obviously
Yeah,
wasn't
right.
gonna take it. Like
Just not in
I
this
didn't want it. Like and Nick's just like thanks and grabs it, like walks away, and like later on he's like, hey, that comic's like $15, and we're just like, I bet it was. Yeah, like I'm not paying. Yeah, you're the dumbass who brought it over to the pissed drunk guy. But I feel bad that I don't remember. He's a good guy too. His games are fun too. Anyway. All right.
speaking of games, and we were just talking about it earlier, I just got into the Switch 1, so I have no intention.
Move that microphone closer. Yeah, like put it in the. There you go.
So I have no intention on getting a Switch 2 yet, but like I know Andrew was like, despite opening his own shop this week, staying up late to do pre-orders online because he wanted to get this. Like, and I haven't talked to him yet about it, but I'm sure he got it. At least I hope he got it.
Probably twice the price it would have been thanks to tariffs.
So good.
Yeah.
Terrific.
This is what it feels like to win, right? That's what winning feels like.
Is like that gonna fuck with comics in any way?
I mean, yes, not comics, but like bags and boards. It already has.
No shit.
Oh yeah. It's bad. Like we just got a paper order in last month, and it was, or earlier in the like probably a week or two ago, and it was way higher than for less than we normally get, and it was way higher than,
Well.
and it was because of
Yeah.
which the paper guy is a big MAGA guy and
Uh.
didn't say anything about it. Conveniently had nothing to
Yeah.
when he's normally got a comment about everything when Biden was president. So, but
Huh. Suspiciously quiet, huh?
what was weird is like that it made me look into our bag and board prices as compared to like getting them online and stuff like that, and I was like, ours are way low, like way lower than anything on the like the BCWs and stuff. They were like $4 or $5 more. It's like still better than that. So
Yeah.
not mad about. I mean,
I'm mad about it.
I'm not
but-
happy about it, but I'm happy to still be able to offer a reasonable option that's not getting shipped to you from, like how. I've never had a problem getting boards shipped to me, but like I feel like you're always gonna get a dinged one or whatever when you get them like shipped through Amazon or any of those other ones.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're never gonna get a clean, but who knows?
Let's see what else. I know I haven't been reading a whole lot until recently. Another thing that got me back was like the Universal monster
Oh, yeah.
comics that Skybound has been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mummy and
And we mentioned James Tynion when the mics were off. But he did the Dracula one, which I thought was pretty good. It
The
wasn't my
Dracula one
favorite.
was so good, but it looked great because Martin Simmons was doing the art, and it looked like he made Renfield look so creepy and good. And
See, I don't know. I wasn't crazy about it. The way Renfield looked, he always like that. He looks like Klaus Nomi in that 70s Saturday Night Live appearance. Where he's in the.
I haven't read it, so
Yeah.
I'm
he
just
looked
trying
like
to
a
experience
vampire
vicariously.
twink
A vampire
Yeah.
twink, right?
covered in bugs.
Add that to my
But-
whole list.
It was pretty hot. He was hot.
The Frankenstein one has been my favorite one
Yeah.
so
Frankenstein
far.
was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Michael Walsh.
I don't remember. It's in the thing right there.
I think it's.
Yeah.
I can't see.
who
I think it's
knows?
Michael Walsh.
I really liked the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yes.
I thought that was.
I liked that one, and a lot of the customers who have been getting all of them were like, "That's like been the least favorite one." But I liked it.
I liked it.
It was almost like a 90s mid-budget action movie.
Yes,
It's-
exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I read it,
And that's how
Yeah.
it felt. Yeah, 100%.
and it worked.
I was into it,
Yeah.
but I'm also into that goofy shit. So,
That wasn't goofy.
I dug
well, it's goofy to people other than us.
it. Yeah, I haven't read issue 2 of The Mummy yet, but issue 1 was okay. I'm not crazy about the art.
2 just came out this week, right?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't. Read
Yeah, I
it.
haven't read
Yeah, I
it.
just picked it up when I was there. the
I
other
have
day.
a stack of books to thumb through, and I'm pretty sure that one's in there, but I just haven't.
Yeah, no, those have been really surprisingly really good.
Nick, do you read all of them? If it's a new issue of Turtles of Grayskull or something, do you feel
No.
compelled
No,
to need to know
no, God.
the intimate details?
That's the problem. Is
that. Could you imagine?
I.
Is this any good? How do I know? I'm
I-
not reading Turtles of Grayskull. I
Well,
love both properties together. Not
like,
so sure.
I went from
Other shit could be.
working part time to owning. So the amount was nuts because it was I could read casually and enjoy myself in the couple hours a week that I was there, or
Yeah.
15, 20 hours a
Yeah.
week that I'm there. I can use that time to bullshit and read, read books that I wouldn't necessarily buy. To now it's I read probably 5 books a week, but I thumb through all of them. But I even the 5 that I read, I couldn't tell you what happened to the previous issue. I'm so,
Yeah.
it's just there's
Everything's
so
a
much
pleasant
shit.
Surprise. You're oh,
Well, you got that
there's a twist.
because of that, and because orders are so far in advance that I'll be reading in issue 1, and then later on doing the order for issue 3 or 4. So it's my whole brain is just time travel sucks. There's no flux capacitor in there.
I read the Creature Commandos miniseries that David Desmalchin.
Oh
wrote.
yeah.
It was pretty decent, but I'd put them in a stack and I put them down. I thought I put them in order. So I just picked up the top one and started reading it, and like I read through it. I'm like, that was like okay. I'm kind of like filling in the blanks on a lot of stuff, but like I got whatever. I'm bagging it up, boarding it. I realized I read issue 5 first.
I've done that. I'm like, what?
This is weird.
Yeah.
I don't
Usually
remember.
David Desmalchin writes weird stuff,
And then
but
you
this
start
is
reading.
like
You
really
read it out of
weird.
order, and the next one you read, you're like, "What is this? Like a flashback?" And you realize, "Oh shit, I'm
Like
reading it."
a Tarantino
movie?
novel.
What the fuck is this?
You were on the toilet a second ago, and you got shot and killed. Now you're in a Denny's. What the hell?
The golden briefcase?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
ready? So
Yeah.
here's one for me. I was really digging Jason Aaron's work in the Absolute Universe, right? And I
Yeah.
forgot how much I love his writing. So I pick up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like his run. That's at like issue 8 now. So I read the first 5,
Mm.
and I'm like, I'm really digging it. This idea that there's something we don't know yet about the Brotherhood, like they broke up and they end up in different places. Like Michelangelo was like a TV star, and
Really?
It's
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah, no, it's a weird fun take.
Yeah.
I haven't. I'm only on like 4 or 5, so like I'm behind. But that's one of the ones that like I don't just read. I bring home because I'm like, all right, I'll read a Turtles book, I'll read a Spider-Man book, I'll read a Batman book. I'll try and stick to those like cores for most of the stuff. But like I said, there's so much stuff. I just like the stack gets bigger and bigger, and then there's days where I can just like, all right, I'm gonna chip away at this and just like take a day and.
I really loved Jason Aaron's run on Avengers. I thought that was really great.
His Avengers one was good.
The whole like multiversal war, like that was a fun read. Ooh, Jesus, pardon me.
Disgusting.
Yeah, so just lowering the bar of this network.
Yeah, it was.
oh my
Normally
stars and
it's-
garters, as Beast would say.
That's so lowbrow. Speaking of, let's spark this enormous joint.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Baseball. Does it look big?
Oh,
Jesus, it
relax.
does. Look at them.
Jamming. What Simpsons?
Gonna knock someone out.
Bring
Oh,
pretzels. It's good work, boys.
Hey, Chief.
Jamming. Oh God.
I'm in danger.
Oh Lord.
I don't know if I mentioned earlier at dinner. Speaking of books that I actually like collect, because like I've gotten a lot of books that I brought back because I just like I don't need them, and it piled up so quick when the first like 6 months or a year of owning the shop, so I had to stop like bringing stuff home and just skimming it and like bring the stuff that I actually like. But the
What a terrible ordeal.
Yeah.
I know it's like the
You and I are like, go on.
Yeah.
it's
It was ribeye steaks, night after
every
night.
night, just blowjobs that wouldn't end. Ugh.
God, again?
Stop sucking my dick.
What do you mean now it's beef Wellington? Puff pastry and filet mignon? Are you
So I had to like
fucking kidding
cut it
me?
back
Yeah, you gotta get
because
that.
I was in a
You gotta have a
spoil.
salad every once.
Right,
It's
essentially.
like that one Naked Gun where fucking Frank Drebin's talking to George Kennedy, and he's like, every night it's just young girl after young girl, you know? And he then goes back to George Kennedy's like foaming at the mouth.
Speaking of, that looks fucking. The new one looks fucking
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Into that.
I'm hopeful. I want it to be good so badly.
I'm not like a huge Family Guy fan, but Seth MacFarlane's into it. Seth MacFarlane knows satire. He's
Yeah.
got a good handle on that. I feel like Liam Neeson looks funny in it. I'm into it. It looks stupid and funny. I'm in.
Yeah, we need stupid and funny.
That's
now.
exactly what we need.
Well, that's how you make change, right? If it's stupid and funny, but you slip in.
Oh no, that's what I was saying before. Sorry, I keep.
For some reason, we're all over the place.
I know who can. Well, we probably shouldn't have been hanging out for like 4 hours beforehand, and then
Jamming.
doing
Yeah.
yeah.
The 3 pints I had at the bar might have, yeah.
I stopped at Andrew's shop opening at Cromulent yesterday, Friday, and he had like 25 issue-ish, 20 issue-ish chunk sets of single issue Preachers. And I'm like, all right, since I got rid of everything, I'm like, not got rid of everything, but since I cut everything, like even like my personal old collection,
Yeah.
like I just because the shop is my collection. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like if I need to find an old book that's not in my collection, I need to read an issue. Chances are we have it.
It's
and
like I
can
go
read
in
it.
the back there and I hear the Raiders music at the end. Like in here is Alpha Flight.
Yeah.
Like, you want to read Alpha Flight #1?
Yeah, no.
Close your eyes.
Here's a stack. Yeah. So yeah,
Remember the Marvel New Universe?
Oh,
Marvel 2.
Marvel 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, man.
But no, that's what I was doing all morning. I was bagging and boarding all these Preacher single issues that I got from Andrew because it was like, all right, that's the one that I'm like, since I'm not gonna like start with Amazing Spider-Man and go back from issue 1 and do like I just don't have the patience or money to do that. But Preacher's, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those ones like I love it. I've read it a million times. I read, you know, like my dad gave it to me when I was young, and he like
Everything turned out fine.
yeah, what could go wrong? I mean, grand scheme, I guess it was.
Now you're a dentist.
Right. I mean, grand scheme, I guess it was like training.
Yeah.
So I guess it was probably the good call. But
Mr. Miyagi shit going on.
yeah. But fuck, those covers are so nice. All those Glenn Fabry covers.
Yeah, I bought the first 2 issues of Quick Stops over at Andrew's place. The Kevin Smith like anthology books. I haven't read those yet, but I'm looking forward to that. I bought a couple of Funkos and like a Spider-Man figure that I'm gonna resell at a stiff markup.
I like the finger gun point.
Yeah.
Stiff markup. That really got me. Oh, shit.
So stop on by our table at Saratoga for great prices. Yeah.
They're going insane.
We got Spider-Man. We got Funkos.
I'll tell you what you really missed out on, though, not going to the grand opening ribbon cutting was his girlfriend Haley makes cookies.
Oh, really?
And they're so good. She's the best baker. They're so good.
Can I tell you? I'm sure Amanda told you this story. It is to this day the funniest Andrew story ever. No.
I don't know. I got like 15 years worth.
This will not fucking beat it. Like this is like
If it doesn't involve Morocco, then you don't know what you're fucking talking.
so like 3 New York Comic Cons ago, 2 New York Comic Cons ago maybe. I had an extra ticket. I wasn't gonna go Saturday, and I was selling my Saturday ticket, and he was buying it from me. So like we arranged like the meeting. He's like, "Oh, we'll meet at Latham Circle, you know, the mall there." Like, okay, great. Like, so Amanda and I would go to meet him, and like if you know Andrew, like the description you're about to hear is gonna be hilarious. So like we're sitting there, and I fucking kid you not, a large white monster truck, pickup truck, pulls into the parking lot, and we're like, oh my god, like look at this asshole. Like, wouldn't it be great if Andrew gets out of this truck?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I fucking kid you not, right?
Was he driving? He wasn't driving.
He was driving it. Yeah.
Wow.
He pulls up. It's like the only thing it's missing is like white steer horns on the
And
front. Like
truck
yeah.
nuts. And truck nuts.
Yeah. Like he needed like the Boss Hog suit.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
yeah. But it's gotta be like 7 feet tall, and we're still laughing. And then Andrew gets out of the truck,
That's-
and we lose it.
I can't wait to ask him about that. I can't.
He had
wait.
borrowed it from somebody, I think, or it was a real. We'll have to ask Amanda
I
after this.
just like knowing how long he's driven.
From
idea,
JR on Dallas.
From the
like-
Duke boys.
like he's not.
Cooter, what do you got in the back left? It's real.
Like just all white pickup truck, giant tires, like yeah.
I just want a picture of him with his like arm leaning out. With his arm like leaning out the window. Maybe like a piece of hay. In
Just
his
like
mouth.
Burt Reynolds and Smokey and the Bandit or something. Oh, holy shit! Like it's just so.
Better watch it though.
You couldn't write
like,
comedy
like
better.
Highway to Hell.
I'm like your teeth out here.
Ladies living free. It's like and he gets out to do the drop at the Latham.
He fucking
I'm on the
like
highway
mirrored
to
sunglasses,
hell.
like a toothpick in his mouth. You know?
Highway to hell.
Where did you get the sunglasses? They were in the truck. They were in the truck. All right, I believe that.
Yeah.
That track.
Oh God. Yeah. Oh dear Lord, here we go.
This is the first time on your show that someone's going to summon the ghost of Peter Tosh.
I almost had something to say there for a second. It's gone. It was even comic related, I think.
It's not gonna get much better after this.
Yeah.
Not that this has been any help, not that we've been much better before.
Oh, Amanda says she has amiibo cards for you when we're done.
And then I also need her to tell me how to fucking use them because I'm stupid.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can get her to tell confirm the Andrew story.
Yeah, have her come down and tell it. Was I just playing footsie with
this
you?
is why this show is hard news because you're like confirming your source, like substantiating your claims.
Exactly, yeah.
This happened.
This is not fake news.
Yeah,
Is this real news?
Yeah. Is this the real news? Jesus, Nick, it's like I feel like I'm watching you try to smoke white sage. Like,
It's a little big.
We're getting
somewhere real nearby is like a shaman who's like, now where the fuck is that sage?
It's like seeing smoke signals coming from this guy. He's like, oh, they're talking to me.
evil spirits just rushing out the door.
Does it look as ridiculous as that? I mean, yeah, I guess it does.
Yeah. Whatever.
Sorry about the exorcism. Didn't know this garage was full of that much bad juju. But someone's sucking off a Mayan era road flare. Quick, put road flare behind cart.
God, this is ridiculous.
It's a little nuts. I was worried that we might still have to hold it in the middle, but it doesn't seem too bad.
It is already canoeing,
I know.
as is the raw style.
Raw style, and it's just fucking. I feel like that's the problem. Anytime it's that big, it never like burns.
I feel like I'm not getting anything off of this.
Squeeze. Give it a squeeze. Maybe spit
Does
on
not
it.
look good at all.
Maybe spit on it. Work the
Squeeze it.
balls.
I'm not getting anything off of this.
There it is.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, I'm like not getting anything.
It's like a skinny corn dog.
All right. Whew.
See if I can fix this fucking thing.
Yeah, I have like no interest in anything that Marvel's doing right now. Like, I honestly.
I am so done with X-Men titles. Like, I'm so,
Yeah.
So is Marvel. That's why they canceled them.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
I did read all. Well, I will almost because we got one issue left. Russell's X Factor. That wasn't bad, but it was like
They're just all like a lot of them like start out good and then just get very mediocre, and the other ones just start out mediocre and never get any better. I don't know. Like, can you do one good X-Men comic before you start branching out into all these other fucking spin-offs and shit?
Also, they're gonna run out of adjectives soon.
You could write.
Like amazing,
Yeah.
inspirational. Like, you know,
She said he did.
Ordinary.
He had to
Yeah.
jump down from the monster truck.
compassionate.
I think it's her coming
Just
down.
imagining him like his, just also because he's like a Nintendo guy, his little Mario jump noise as he's jumping down out of the truck. Like,
Confirm. Like Nick. Like.
Still recording.
Yeah.
I'm hiding over here. But yes, that did happen, and Andrew legitimately had to jump down from the giant monster truck. to get-
Big
idea
white
of that-
monster truck.
I hope he's watching.
I
Because like Chris and I literally laughed about it for about 15 minutes after.
I wish I could have
We pulled
seen it
into a
so bad.
parking lot,
Just
and
the idea that like it'd be funny. It's funny as if he's a passenger.
What
It's
the
so
fuck is that? Also a baseball
Yeah.
bat? Jesus fucking Christ. I thought it was a
That's
cigar.
it's a corn dog.
That's fucking.
Why did he say he had it? He borrowed it off of
He
somebody.
had to borrow it from somebody. His car wasn't working.
Who does he know?
that's like that's my biggest question is
I don't
like trying to
see him knowing someone
in
who has-
Haley's family.
It
I think.
legitimately looked like he was about to jump over cars in the parking lot.
We were like, hello?
Is she part of?
like Sunday.
Is her Uncle Vince McMahon?
Andrew's fucking
On the
here.
camera, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But here I am bestowing upon you this box of American cards.
I'm sure I will text you and ask you. I just gotta tap it,
You just tap it on the like one of the joysticks.
and so they just come and hang out.
And then they just come and hang out. You drink coffee with them.
Wow.
It's great. Animal Crossing.
That's
Play
ex-
Animal Crossing.
Yo, Animal Crossing is dope,
Animal Crossing New Horizons. And Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Okay, goodbye.
especially if you smoke weed.
Weed every day.
Oh god, that will truly make me laugh like forever. Is Andrew showing up in a monster truck?
Yeah, that's nuts. I can't. Now I just wish he would buy one.
Yeah, because it would
Just 'cause
always be
he's-
funny. Yeah,
Right, it'll always be funny because you're never the guy who's going to be driving him out. Like,
That could be his angle.
He's the monster truck
He's
guy.
the monster truck guy.
Oh Lord. Oh, Mattis Tatter, what's up, man? What's that? Did Gondor call for aid? Oh, that was a good one.
Stupid.
That was a good one.
fucking make me laugh at that stupid rim shot.
What's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. Oh, try not to drool quite so much. Marvel has been mostly garbage, yeah, since the middle of the Ultimate run. Go Gadget stereotype. Yeah, like no, that's the thing that got me out of Marvel was like there's no like good consistent series. It's always like series that have these giant fucking crossover events that are like, you know, you have to buy all these books to figure out what the fuck's going on.
I hate that.
Or like they'll do like a mini series and like that'll be meaningless and fucking, you know, again mediocre at best.
I
Yeah.
feel like an actor from The Wizard of Oz holding a cigarette. If you know.
You're like part of Lollipop Guild.
Maybe.
Oh, revisited James O'Barr's The Crow. That's a much better use of time. Yeah, I got to interview him a couple of years ago. He was awesome. I was genuinely like a little bit afraid of that interview because like I'd heard he can be kind of like, you know,
Prickly?
rough. Yeah.
I've like kind of heard ish the same thing.
Yeah, so I was like worried, but he was fucking great.
And
yeah.
that's mostly what I've heard is that he's actually like not that. He's
Yeah,
actually great.
we ended up talking about music a lot. Like, ooh, pardon me. He talked about like being in like I think he said he was in Germany for a while, like in the '80s. Like, and he got a lot of like music there. Like, saw a lot of bands there. Like, it was really good conversation.
Big fan of Scorpions.
Here I am. Du, du, du.
I mean, aren't we? all?
Woman like you. You know their song "Winds of Change," right?
Yeah. When the moment is the moment,
So-
winds of change.
So there is like this whole conspiracy theory that It was like the CIA
Yes. Yeah, that song was
like,
actually.
collaborated and wrote the song with them to like
Real.
infiltrate Russia
Yeah.
I buy
and like take the Soviet Union down. And then all of a sudden, it was like what 3 months later,
Yeah.
it actually happened. And it's like, no,
Yeah.
there's no way a Scorpions power ballad.
I've heard that before.
Don't
It
say
was.
that.
It was
Scorpions
written
can do
like
anything.
specifically to like move like Europe towards freedom at the Eastern Europe towards freedom at the time, and somehow
I was like, it's recruitment footage is what it sounds like. And when you like think about that song now, like the lyrics.
you see
of them.
Gorbachev in the Kremlin, like
Yeah.
not the fucking Scorpions.
Died.
Again?
They get the guys to rock me like a woman like you. Spawn 2 brothers named Schechner that can play the guitar. You know, like,
Oh Lord.
I really don't like listening to the Scorpions. I gotta be honest with you. Like, I try. People are like they're classic, and like
I can't get into them.
I can't.
Not
get
that.
into it.
I mean,
Like, I can still like get down with like Rat
it's better the longer you hold it.
and like the first 2 Warrant albums. Fine by me. I just never couldn't do like.
Yeah, Warren I
Scorpions.
can't really like.
I heard Cherry Pie the other day for the first time in a while.
But it's funny because like on the same album you've got Uncle Tom's Cabin, which is like his like the big like anti-racist like anthem.
Like I'm playing a fucking flute.
Right? What? It's sagging. We got a
Happens
little
to a
blue
lot
pill
of
for this
older
thing.
guys. And once we hit a certain age, sometimes,
Yeah.
gravity
So let's
catches
talk
up
about the
to us.
Scorpions.
Every time.
It's fine. It's fine.
What do we got?
The paper towels are over there.
Right
Oh, there's
here.
some right there too. How about that? It's almost like we spill things frequently here.
I told you I did this at Andrews though. The first it was before the shop even opened. I was just visiting Cromulent, and he
Yeah.
gave me a Sprite, and I fucking tipped it over right in the middle of the floor. I'm like, it was like a full sugar proper spray. I'm like, Andrew, I'm.
Like you might as well.
So then he
just-
followed you
so
home in his
sorry.
white monster truck.
And he ran my car
terrorized
over.
you the whole time.
He ran my car over and crushed it in the middle
Yeah.
of the street.
Oh, what the hell is going on here?
Remember when they got so desperate in the 80s? Maybe you don't. Maybe you were like slightly too young. When the whole monster truck thing, they tried to sell it to more kids, so they made a cartoon.
I do remember that.
Well,
Yeah.
It was like a Saturday morning cartoon. It was like Bigfoot and the monster trucks. And
Yep.
it's like, what the fuck am
Did he
I
talk?
watching? No.
No, they were like the
the
drivers were like the main
drivers of the
characters.
trucks. Yeah, it was like in an effort to
I
try
respect that there's like no kayfabe behind it. It's just like, no, it's not. There's no like. It's just a
They're
guy
they
driving
just
this
drive
truck.
these badass
it's not
trucks.
like grave diggers
No.
digging graves. It's just a guy driving grave digger.
But it was like, and they like there was like solving mysteries and shit. I'm like, what is happening here?
I do remember that cartoon.
And so like, no, I still don't want to go to like the Meadowlands and watch these fucking trucks drive over.
Truckosaurus.
Like,
Didn't it,
it
just happen at the TU?
I
Or
think so
is
because
it
I always see like people
currently-
posting like my friends with like kids posting pictures.
I'll tell
from
you
it.
what.
Here's the deal. I want to go to one now.
I thought
Now?
I thought about taking the Earthworld crew as like a staff trip because it sounds like a fun like, hey, let's get hammered or
Can
and
you
or
open
high
it to like?
shit.
Is there a friends and family?
Dude, if we have an Earthworld day, you are certainly invited.
I wanna
absolutely,
go,
I'm
yeah.
fucking
Because then, like, we
there.
can just bulk buy tickets, and it ends up being cheaper for everybody. But it's even still, it's like not expensive to go to those because they're like, I mean, you can get them for
Because it's gonna
relatively
be
cheap. It's like
amazing.
$15 or whatever.
All of us getting plowed, screaming at
I know.
trucks.
I'm just gonna drink fucking
Yeah!
arena beer.
Belligerently
Trucks
drunk.
destroy things. I mean, come on. You want to talk about therapy? Like, there you go.
It's the best.
You do that as often as you can. That's why people listen to heavy music. That's why people read comics, right?
Yeah.
Because like we want some intense shit.
Every now and again,
Every
you gotta
now
watch
and again.
giant trucks run over shit.
It's like it's cathartic. It's a socially acceptable way to watch shit get crushed and destroyed, but nobody gets hurt.
I'm desperately looking
Here's
for
the
a
part
movie
where
to
you
watch.
get sued because there was like one monster truck amateur driver out there who died.
That's defamation.
That's declamation.
All right, Dracula 2000 starts in a few minutes.
Oh, well,
That
yeah.
classic.
Of course.
I don't know that I even remember that.
It's
one.
super. I'm pretty sure Gerard Butler plays Dracula, and it's
I think I saw it, but it wasn't good. I
no.
don't remember it leaving a good impression on me.
We need cheesy and stupid right
What's
now.
this, Legion?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Legion wasn't terrible. It wasn't. It's cheesy and stupid.
Yeah. Angels action movie.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
With
It just
Paul
doesn't sit.
Bettany and Kevin Durand with his big ass piano key teeth.
I mean, yeah, no. Haven't seen it. 2 stars.
Better and Lost.
Yeah. He was one of like the mercenaries.
Yeah.
Not
That's all
better
I
as the
ever-
Blob in was it no
Right, he was. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
was it
So,
Wolverine Origins?
Mhm.
who's Lucifer in
With
this?
Will I Am.
Yeah. He was not Maverick. Who was he supposed to be?
Who Will I Am?
Yeah. Prophet?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
That movie was really not okay.
No.
Is that the one? That's the one that came out with like really shitty bootleg with the unfinished CG.
Yes, 'cause I remember watching that at the time.
I remember getting it first.
Yeah, this is the first
And,
time we
like-
had Deadpool on screen. It was so bad.
So bad. But I remember seeing like because it was unfinished CG, like it would be like the jet going through the clouds, and the clouds would be like fucking like almost Mario clouds.
Yeah.
Like it was like, oh man, this looks bad.
Yeah. No, I do remember watching that at the time. Oh,
Is that the one that started in the diner? Legion?
I think so. Yeah.
What the, like?
Oh
Wasn't
shit!
there,
There's
like,
a bunch of stuff we've been.
wasn't there like a creepy old lady?
The big trucks is gonna eat the little trucks. Gerard Butler absolutely is Dracula. Yeah, that's the one thing I remember.
Let's talk about the Dark Universe trying to reboot with the Tom Cruise
What movie is this
mummy
again?
movie.
Legion.
Wow, I don't want to watch this movie. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
ending.
glad
It
it's
is not
ending.
good.
Because,
Yeah.
and you know what? I'm never gonna.
I will never revisit
Yeah,
this.
no, I'm
Yeah.
good. I am.
I'm 99% sure that this movie came out when when we had an illegal cable box at the house, and I still
Solid.
when like that was like at that point where I was watching every movie because it was free. Like I'll watch
Because
every
I don't
movie.
remember this.
and
all
I
the-
still didn't finish this movie because
I didn't have cable. I think this was the like era of like the 3+ years where I lived in a studio apartment with rabbit ears and no like
Oh no shit!
right. So I didn't see trailers. I didn't.
I want to say this came out.
And I was able to watch The Simpsons, and I was able to watch like Starsky and Hutch at like 3 in the morning,
Yeah,
coming
that
home
was
from the
it.
bars and like with my pizza.
I want to say like this came out in the time like my dad had like an illegal like direct TV like cable hookup.
Dads are good with shit like that. Huh?
Yeah, but like the thing is like the way
It was a pasta bowl with aluminum foil.
the way direct TV worked, you had like a card that you put into the box that like verified your subscription
Right,
and like,
right,
whatever and like
I
so you would
remember
get these
those.
illegal cards that would give us all the channels and stuff.
Ooh, that's fucking sick.
But DirecTV sends out signals to like destroy
Fry them,
these
yeah,
cards.
yeah.
Yeah. So you can like when you weren't watching, you had to take it out. Like
Oh. You know, like the one my dad ended up getting was like it was just one of these, you know, it was like before digital cable, I believe. So it was just regular cable. So, but it would give you every cable channel,
yeah,
including all the pay-per-views and whatever. So it was like whenever there was like a fight, you know, like a big fight night or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, like whatever big like social pay-per-view live pay-per-view event that was like the thing at the time, whether it was like wrestling or whatever, we could always watch it. It's like, all right, that's dope.
That's crazy. Well,
But I can't imagine like
Well, you wouldn't remember the early Tyson fights.
Oh, I do, yeah.
But like 80, I'm talking like
87,
87,
yeah.
88.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Right. So that was like, for me, that was like 12, 13, 14. The Tyson shit, and it's like every time it was like pay-per-view, right? So people would like, oh my god, we're gonna watch this fight, and every time it was like, it lasted like 19 seconds.
Yeah.
It was like ding,
Yeah.
Boom, 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 thud. Ding, 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 ding.
Thank you so much. This is a lot of fun. It was
paid-
like, and then
Paid
it
for
was over.
whatever.
Well,
how
like
much
back
it
when he
was
used to
for
fight
that.
like around Albany, like my dad
Yeah.
went to see him, and
Yeah,
like
my
he
dad and Al did too.
he literally went to the bathroom like before the fight started. And when he got back, the fight was over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike Tyson used to do
You can
commercials for
easily
my uncle's
miss-
store.
You can easily miss a Mike Tyson fight if you go to the bathroom or get a beer. Or,
Yeah.
You know.
Mike Tyson did at least one commercial for my uncle's store back in the 80s. You can still find it on YouTube.
That's fucking awesome.
World Trade Electronics, yeah.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah, there's a Albany poet who talks about how he used to hang out sometimes at the QE too.
Yeah, he'd hang out in September's also.
Right.
Yeah.
And so like one time, like after he won one of his first like big fights, he bought a Lamborghini, right? So he's like in Albany. So this guy's walking down the street. He's like, Tyson is like, hey, so what are you doing? He's like, what are you doing? You're driving a Lamborghini. So he's like, well, I'm going to the QE2. And like Tyson like gave him a ride and like went in and hung out for a little bit. And people were like, oh my god, like that he still didn't occur to him that like he's driving around like
Albany.
Albany in a
In a
Lamborghini.
Lambo.
Yeah, no,
White
he.
In the
Lamborghini.
80s.
I want to say he showed up
Or
in
like
a,
the
Roll,
ni- you
in
know,
a
like
Rolls
that.
Royce to do the commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like it would be. My dad would say like they'd go out drinking and everything, and like he'd be there with them, and like people would try to start shit. Like, are you fucking
Yeah.
kidding me? Like,
That that happens all the time, I guess. Like I've like UFC fighters, people like start shit with in bars all the time. I'm like, I get like people get like drunk courage, but I've never.
yeah,
The amount of drunk I'd have to have the courage to want to fight Mike Tyson.
yeah. In like 1985,
No,
86,
when he was fucking
yeah.
Iron Mike and he was a
Yeah.
just like 30-second fight and murderer. No, thank you.
Yeah, Tyson Holyfield was 97, but that
so
was like the end of
fast.
his career.
Yeah,
This
that was the
like
end.
Mid 80s, like
Yeah.
when he was just like you said, a straight
Just
up
a
murderer.
monster.
Yeah.
He was a real problem.
Yeah. Jeez, what else? Hey, like I talked about all the comics I'm reading.
So this week I didn't read it yet, but I flipped through from an art standpoint. I want to know how folks feel about Marvel now owning the 20th Century Fox property so they can use the Aliens and Predator.
When they first got it, like they clearly didn't know what to fucking do with it. I think because when they first got it, like they were still wrangling over the Predator rights. So like their whole idea was to like intertwine Alien and Predator and have them be like a shared world. So they couldn't do that. So like they had these like couple of like they would just restart Alien like every 5 or 6 issues or so with like a new series. And like they were okay, they were pretty good, but they weren't like super great. And then once they finally got the Predator rights, they started doing Predator comics. I read a couple of those series; those were okay too.
But like
I
the
was-
more recent ones though, like the Avengers versus.
I was just gonna say Predator vs Spider-Man just came out this week,
Oh my god!
and it's pretty fucking fun.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's that's.
dude, do you want dumb and fun like Predator?
And
vs.
also,
Spider-Man
and they
is
don't
fucking
they
fun
don't
as
hold
shit.
back on the gore.
Yeah, no, it's
like,
not
at
it's
all.
Not, yeah,
It's
yeah, it's
full
perfect.
throttle. Like
Super fun. I'm
like,
in.
Yeah.
No shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's amazing. I wasn't gonna pick it up, and then I flipped through it in the shop, and I'm like, oh,
You want me to throw
I'm
one aside
in.
for you?
What's up?
You want me to throw one aside for you?
Yeah, absolutely.
oh, I'm good.
All right. Yeah, fucking what were we just talking about?
The 20th century.
Oh yeah.
So Hickman's Avengers versus Aliens.
Oh okay, yeah.
Oh
is
yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
I haven't read any of the Planet of the Apes stuff that they did. I got a couple of those. I hope they're good.
I don't think I read those ones actually.
Yeah. What else? I haven't read anything like the Godzilla Marvel stuff. I do kind of want to read those.
All those are fun.
Friday.
Which is weird because they also because Godzilla has so many different licenses. There's the Godzilla Marvel stuff, and then there's the Godzilla
DC stuff too.
DC stuff. Yeah, it's fun to keep up with.
Godzilla's a baller when you think about it. I
It's
mean,
just-
who has equal street cred with both of the
Dennis
two
Camp.
big houses?
Dennis Camp.
Like,
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Gojira.
Did you like the Deadpool Wolverine? It's all you're ever gonna get. Womp 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 womp.
The Deadpool Wolverine.
Was that a recent book? I'm assuming. I haven't. Like I said, I
Which
haven't.
one? Predator Spider-Man. Predator Spider-Man was this week.
This week.
Yeah,
Oh,
came out this week.
That's why we're not
this
saying
Wednesday.
anything about it. Other than it's
No, it was
it's
fun
really good.
and gory.
Yeah.
what can't you pull Godzilla into and improve? Yeah, for
I'm-
real.
I'm waiting for the Godzilla Archie. That would be sick as shit. Where he just fucks up Riverdale and then he eats a cheeseburger.
It's inevitable. I mean, like Archie has crossed over with everything. Like,
They're getting Jay and Silent Bob.
yeah, I do want to check that out.
That'll be fun.
I did just pay like 20 something bucks to get fucking Blunt Man and Chronic in Call of Duty.
That's fucking funny. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know that was an option. I'm so bad at Call of Duty and all those like
Oh, that's like
shooters.
one of the good like few modern games that I'm good at.
I used to be good at that and Halo and stuff, and then like that's when I was good. It was when Halo was still
Yeah.
coming out. You know what I mean?
Like Halo 3
then.
era, like that was when I was like on point.
Yeah, no, I would sticky the shit out of you from across the map. But now I'm too old and
Oh, it's
too.
okay.
I got nothing. I got my hand eye is not what it used to be.
Hand ice.
And
Yeah.
these kids are calling me the N word. It's not cool. I don't like it. I just rather play offline. It's better. I don't like being accosted by children.
Oh man, yeah. When my Friday nights would be consisted in of just buying like 440s and playing like big team battle on Halo 3 like all night long.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good time.
Yeah.
I used to get real drunk and play Halo 3 and like
Oh,
just
fuck.
play like
See, I
listen
was too busy
just
being in my like 20s, and like we didn't.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I just missed all this shit.
Some
I
of us were
totally did.
losers.
Totally missed all this shit.
yeah, you could have been so much cooler like us.
Yeah. Sitting at
What was
home
I
alone.
doing?
You
Oh, I
could've
was
been
outside
super
having
cool.
experience.
Yeah, you could have been super
Fuckers.
cool getting
Yeah.
drunk and singing Welcome to the Jungle into the mic while I'm playing Halo 3 like a fucking drunk idiot. It was fun though. But yeah, no, that's like the last time I was good. Was like back then.
Dig out Evil Ernie and Spawn. The big two are cooked worse than the turkey from Christmas Vacation. Yeah, you can kind of see that. Yeah.
There's shining spots. There's silver linings to every company. Like we were saying,
Absolute, yeah.
the whole line.
I'm gonna catch up on though. I have like 3 absolutes to catch up on tomorrow, I think.
It's tomorrow, Sunday.
Yeah.
I might go in just for fun. Well, just because I want to go grab books now. Well, cause I like I was saying, I grabbed all those preachers. I'm pretty sure we might have some of the ones that I'm missing at the shop, and I would rather if I can just pop in and pop out.
Yoink. Holy shit, we've been doing this over an hour.
How long were the mics on?
Just about an hour. Well, maybe like 55 minutes of the hour that we've been talking. So we've got most of it. Anything else?
Speaking of dumb and fun, I watched WrestleMania with Leisha. That shit is
Yeah.
very dumb and very fun.
I don't know. I can't get back into it. Like I left wrestling behind in the 90s.
It's tough.
Although I did
It's-
like that Vince McMahon documentary that came out a couple months ago.
Well, the problem is like I watch wrestling enough and like I'm aware of wrestling enough that I knew all those horrible stories of what a piece of shit he is, and like I haven't liked him because of that for a while. But I was expecting juicier shit out of that,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is terrible because it was bad enough. You know what I mean? It wasn't good as it is, but I was like expecting like real bad shit.
Doc was a softball.
I mean, it could have been worse.
Yeah.
It feels like. What's on now?
Dracula 2000. That's
Oh God!
the somehow worse movie that
Oh,
we were
God.
waiting for.
Why are we doing this?
Yeah, like I don't know.
Oh, speaking of, that's what we were saying. Did you watch the shitty Tom Cruise Mummy?
Oh God, yeah, we did that for the show a while ago. Didn't you do that episode with
like
us?
dark.
No.
When
thought
they
you
were.
were. It was
trying
like
to do their dark.
Me, you,
universe.
Tom, and Nick did that episode like a long ass time ago.
I know we did Mobius, or
We did Morbius.
we did Morbius.
I thought we did the shitty Tom Cruise Mummy.
I still haven't seen Craven yet. I might.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
we-
I might-
so bad.
I might
I'm
go
pretty
home
sure
and
we
have
did.
like another handful of beers and watch Craven.
It's on Netflix.
I know. I keep seeing it, and I'm like, I don't want to watch it now because I'm not like,
It's so dumb.
I'm not in the mood for a dumb and fun.
Yeah.
But it looks dumb and fun.
Like the whole thing with the rhino. Yeah. Thunderbolts is out this week.
The only good thing of the Tom Cruise Mummy movie was Jake Johnson. Like
Yeah.
zombie Jake Johnson.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, other than that, it sucked. Yeah, the
Dracula.
Thunderbolts looks good.
It's getting good reviews.
That's all I've heard. Yeah, that's all I've seen. It's
Yeah.
like it's surprisingly better than it has been. You know, and like it's like darker than. But that's like one person's. I think one person wrote like it's darker than you would think it would be. I was like, oh shit, all right.
All right. Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with it, like the whole like Sentry thing, and
I want to see who he's gonna tear in half.
yeah. I bet you it's gonna be Taskmaster. That's why I like Taskmaster. Isn't
It's
in a lot of
barely in
stuff.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's coming out this week. Sinners was fucking amazing. I don't know if anybody's seen that.
You haven't. I haven't seen it. You saw it.
It is fucking.
It looks.
outstanding.
The trailers look fucking awesome, and like I remember like seeing the trailer and immediately like Lex was upstairs like organizing Jack's room, and I made her like watch it on the TV, and she was like, "Oh shit, that looks good." I was like,
Yeah.
Right.
No, I talked about this on Big Dumb Monsters last week. There is like I saw this
Is that
movie.
the one with Michael P. Jordan?
Yes. Yeah. It's like a vampire movie set in the South in like 1932. I think it's supposed to take place. It's fucking mind-blowingly good.
Oh, there's like music involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the whole like the narration like right at the beginning of the movie. This doesn't give away like too much. But like one of the characters doing a narration talking about how like in every culture throughout history there's always been like somebody who's like a firekeeper, somebody they call it in this culture like a griot, they call it in African culture, the person who's like the keeper of the stories, like the knowledge, like the music, and how like these cultures view that as like a gift, like having these abilities, but then like this gift can also invite evil, which is where the fucking vampires come in. But the whole like premise of the movie is these vampires are after this kid because he's like an incredible blues musician, and like they want to steal his talent basically.
Oh,
like
nice.
yeah,
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm into it.
Nowhere. Yeah.
and like but in that narration they're talking about how like sometimes you can have this talent and it's so powerful that you can call upon like spirits from the future and the past, and like there's a scene where they visualize that like musically, and it is mind-blowingly fucking amazing. It is so good.
Brian Coogler directed that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
what I thought.
cannot stress how much I love this movie. I think we're gonna go see it tomorrow again. Yeah, I mean, amazing movie. The
Never
music
get to
is
the movies.
incredible.
I've seen more kids movies than mine movies lately.
No, I can imagine, man.
It's gonna be all right.
Like
Tide will
Minecraft
turn.
and
Tide will turn.
Dogman or whatever.
Oh dear Lord. I can only imagine having to sit through Minecraft.
Mikey
I
and I
missed that
watched
one, thankfully. My
Beverly
wife
Hills
got
Cop
that
on
one.
New Year's Eve last year
That rules.
Nice.
on like HBO.
Yeah.
Not on like TBS where it was 4 hours long and
It's commercials every 30
Yeah.
seconds. Yeah, no swearing.
during this past year, Christmas movies.
Whose only bad movies are Marvel movies. The first Black Panther is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, you can't really knock that one.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, don't over-explain it. Just see it. Exactly. Yeah, I
Did he do the second one though?
he did. Yeah, that's the one that's not great. Yeah.
What's funny is like I remember it coming out and people were like, "It's so good," and I saw it and I was like,
I'm pretty sure I was one of those people. Like, it's good. I swear.
It's listen, I get it. It's tough. You can't really follow up Chadwick Boseman.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's hard to fill those shoes.
You're gonna have to rely on the mythos eventually.
Yeah,
Where, it's
like-
where one person is not the Black Panther
Yeah.
that
Like-
passes on.
I get what they're trying to do and not recasting the role of T'Challa, but like that's way too important of a character culturally to not fucking have in the movies.
right.
Just recast it. Like we get it. You don't want to you want to honor Chadwick Boseman. Great. I think the best way to honor him would be to keep that character alive with somebody who can do it at least a somewhat comparable job.
Oh wait, who played
Kang.
the first Iron
Jonathan
Man?
Majors can do it, right? Jonathan Majors would be great. He's looking for work.
Yeah.
He's got the time.
Anyway.
Who were you saying, Terrence Howard?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That
that's
would be
right.
awesome.
That's pretty
That's
fucking
what
funny.
So great, wouldn't it?
That dude has lost his fucking mind.
He's nuts too. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty
So
funny.
we've recast T'Challa. Like, holy shit.
They had the opportunity to do it.
Oh, look. Oh my God. It's Danny Masterson looking evil.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm sure he had to practice really hard to look that
I
way.
just have to read this code real quick. What the hell? Oh, always this.
He's zip tying people.
Yeah.
Oh no, is that
Yeah.
the Busey kid?
You don't see Danny Masterson in movies these days, huh?
I wonder
Yeah,
why.
you see him on closed caption camera.
Yeah, he probably won't be in movies for, I don't know, 20 to 30 years. All right, later, man. Thanks, Sam, for tuning in.
This is disturbing. Because this looks like it sucks.
It
I
does.
don't, I don't think I've seen it.
It's laughably bad, though.
I don't even. What is. No. Yeah, here, let me leave
Yeah, I
my
don't
fighting betta fish in the below the chessboard.
Yeah, I don't think I have seen
Yeah, this is for you. Put it on a cracker.
Dracula is
Oh, we got-
resurrected in 2000.
Oh, I forgot this is a Dracula movie. See,
Yeah.
I totally.
What was the other?
In 2000s New Orleans. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but it still wasn't as bad as I Frankenstein.
Oh, that was bad. And he's also. It turns out that Dracula is Judas.
Weren't they trying
What,
to?
biblical Jews?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Well, you gotta, give it a little dose of Judeo-Christian values.
We gotta church it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Meanwhile,
What when they were doing the Mummy, what was the other one they were gonna put? Was the Del Toro Wolfman?
No, it was somebody was doing Frankenstein. I don't think it was Del Toro though. He's doing that now, which I'm hyped for. That's coming out in August. That's gonna be amazing. They were doing the Wolfman, I think, with no, Frankenstein was gonna be Javier Bardem. And then I think the Wolfman with Ryan Gosling was the other one.
Oh, that's right. I
And
remember
then
they were doing. Yeah.
they just made that Wolfman movie a couple months ago, which was terrible.
Yeah, I heard that wasn't good.
It
It's
was
on something to
really
stream
bad.
now, and I'm like,
I still
maybe
say
later.
the De Niro Frankenstein.
Yeah.
There's something to be said for that.
I haven't watched that in a very long time.
You should rewatch it. Seriously.
It's,
It's
I remember
it'll
liking it.
land differently now.
Yeah.
You'll go like, you know what? Because there's no CGI. It's like
Yeah. Yeah, I am due for a rewatch on that. I'll have to do it for the show.
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and that was cool too. Is that they
You should watch
her
I,
name in
Frankenstein.
That's the one where like Frankenstein's a private detective. Yeah.
I'd sooner watch iCarly
Than I,
no matter
Frankenstein.
how many seasons.
No,
there.
thank you.
All right,
I'm bummed though because we went to Universal Studios like 3 months ago, 2 months ago.
Oh, before all the new stuff opened.
Everything opened in like either now or May or like a month ago when it's like fuck.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go for Christmas. I want to check out like Dark Universe so bad.
That's like we got to go to like the gift shop, like and like mini Dark Universe area, and like they showed you the layout and like the and the like map of the like a built model of the area. I was like, oh, that looks awesome.
Last time we went there was like when the Simpsons stuff first opened. So it
When
was
it
awesome
wasn't
getting
Back to the Future.
yeah, so it was awesome getting a Duff at Moe's Tavern. Like,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like I knew Andrew was a big Simpsons guy, so I got him like a Quickie Mart badge with
Yeah,
his name.
I got the Shirley Duff bottle opener.
Perfect. Yeah, they have such good like fun, stupid Simpsons merch there that I'm like, all right.
They didn't have Bort license plates though. I was pissed.
I
about
was
that.
so mad about that.
Yeah.
I said the same thing to Lex. I was like, no Bort. She was like, why would they actually do that? I was like,
because everybody comes in here looking for Bort license plates.
and like I feel like they would sell.
yeah,
I would buy a Bort license plate.
I went there to buy a Bort
right,
license
like I was
plate, yeah.
going to. I was looking to buy. We lost it.
That ancient map that was made with a CAD program on a Commodore 64. It's like, let's look at the map. I can just hear the dot matrix printer in my head.
Dracula printing on a map on
Yeah.
a plotter.
Or it
It's
appears
like
to be something we
6
made.
feet long.
Yeah. I just bought this chain at Home Depot. That's why it's so shiny.
Good lord.
I went to CAD in
Just
high
move this
school.
crucifix out of the way.
I wish I had taken CAD in high school.
It was
didn't,
cool, yeah.
And I wish I had because now it's like Tom has. I think Tom did too, and he's like when the store did the rearrange when the register was on the other side
Yeah.
of the shop and stuff. He like mapped out the shop in CAD basically and was like able to help rearrange the shop without rearranging the shop, just doing it within the program. And it was like, oh, I should have paid attention in that class because I didn't. I should have done that.
I remember
Sorry,
the first
Dad.
time I walked in there after the Feng Shui, and I was like, holy shit, there's so much more room.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy
Like-
how different it feels.
Yeah.
And how not, but still having like I mean,
Also, even just having the wall of current comics blocking off the bathroom doors, like it's just like why should anybody have to know that that a valued member of the team needs
Taking-
to like
is-
sleep?
is taking a dump.
Because
Yeah.
if you're having like an extended conversation with whoever's behind the counter, and like you want to take a dump,
Yeah.
you're like, I gotta hope if I go in there that this conversation ends before I come out.
No.
Like an awkward,
Otherwise,
an
group
awkward
of
period
people,
of time
yeah,
is about to happen.
are gonna know that I just shit.
As opposed to, yes, look up at the top. Look at there's this week's comics.
Oh, that's
Zoink around the back, backstage.
Oh, that's too late. I can't.
Oh, Danny's upset. Nope. Okay. Nope. That was stupid. Oh, that's 2 Raiders of the Lost Ark.
It's not.
I was just hitting him at I draw my drawings in my journal. Take these spectacles off.
Talk about the boys all night.
Yeah.
Teacher didn't send me that pictures yet.
There we go. Let me get my. Oh, is this Dan Helsing?
Oh,
Yeah.
my mustache.
Oh, it is really.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, Jesus. Yep. That was a really long.
He
one.
is
yeah.
the hunter from Jumanji. No,
Yeah.
that's not him. I don't think it.
I want.
Is that him? I mean, it might look like.
I've
the guy.
never
I don't
seen
know.
Jumanji, the original.
Oh,
one.
really?
Yeah.
The original one's actually good.
The first reboot was pretty good.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed on that too. But yeah, no, the second one I don't think I liked. I don't think I finished, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember it being bad.
It just wasn't as good.
He's like, always a day's work. All right. Meanwhile, inside Castle Grayskull.
If you turn that chair, it opens the trap door.
Let me get my sword that I used to have.
Holy shit, it's Manny.
Ooh, actually, I actually looked it up on I think eBay not that long ago. And they're like relatively cheap because they like made so many because it's fucking He-Man.
What, Castle Grayskull?
No,
Oh.
the sword that I had when I was a kid.
Oh.
wanna
We did a show a couple weeks ago and they had a Castle Grayskull still in the box for sale. I didn't see how much they
Ooh.
wanted, but yeah.
You didn't see how much?
No.
I can't imagine. I don't even want to know because it's just gonna make me want it.
Yeah.
I had
I'm
it
like-
in
I'm like,
its
it's better
entirety.
than
I
I
also
don't
had
know.
the attachment that you put on the guard tower
Yeah.
that you could
With
then
the-
have
the
He-Man's
plane.
could
Yeah.
land. Like I had all that shit.
So did I. I got that the
Ah,
day I graduated kindergarten, I remember.
nice.
The power sword, yeah, this one.
True story. In kindergarten, I had to have a small piece of metal removed from behind one of my eyes.
No shit.
Well, so
You're
like
playing
the
He-Man?
house I lived in Yonkers, my uncle's plumbing business was in the backyard, so we didn't have a yard. We just had like a paved side and then a paved back. So we would like play hide and seek like behind like toilets and sinks and shit.
Yeah.
And it was a really windy day, and so a small piece of shrapnel. Nobody knew, so I had anyway.
Oh, fuck.
So they did it like outpatient, if you will. It was still like tragic, traumatic. As well.
Yeah, yeah.
So we come out, and so my mother and father feel really bad for me. So they're like, "All right, so I got to go to Toys R Us,
Ooh, sick.
and I got
Nothing like pity toys.
first we picked up Burger King to bring home with the onion rings too.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then we stopped at Toys R Us, and I got the Lone Ranger and Tonto. And with their horses action figures.
That
Yeah,
rules.
yeah.
And on vinyl, like the story of the Lone Ranger.
That's
Just
cool.
being in my living room.
That's cool.
That's
Came with
awesome.
vinyl. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it was like, dun, dun, and I'm like, wow.
There was like a resurgence of the Lone Ranger like in the early 80s because I remember being really into the Lone Ranger when I was a kid too.
But it's. I blame Army Hammer.
For ruining it.
I only ever hear Arm and Hammer. Like
I can't not hear it, and I know that it's not his name. But every time I think it,
I just want to clean something when I hear his name.
and then eat someone.
Well, his family is of the Arm and Hammer hammers, and like that makes it even worse.
Right,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
even dumber. Why did you
Yeah.
name your fucking kid that? Like,
Arm-
what?
Well, assholes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like sniffing your own rich farts.
Donner.
See, Donner
agrees.
doesn't
Yeah,
like it
Donner's
either.
like, fuck that.
Fuck that cannibal
Donner's
son
like,
of a bitch.
I will eat the rich.
Always a gratuitous, like, cute woman wakes up in t-shirt and panties.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, never mad at that
Yeah.
though. I mean, that just goes back to my love from Alien.
Yes. Oh, we have a button for that too. Where is it?
Sigourney Weaver, my beloved.
Truly,
All right.
truly.
This
She's,
film just took a really interesting turn, though.
With the
Okay. What the hell is going on?
the hot
Oh, I
young
thought this was a
half-naked girls.
commercial.
No.
No.
Yeah, what is
We're
Oh
back
my
to the
God.
regular.
Celestial Seasonings tea?
This looks like some shit, huh?
New Orleans, Mardi Gras. Like, wow. That's,
I have been there. It's-
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
No, but here's the other thing. Like, what a great choice as a writer. I will do something different, something out of the box. New Orleans, Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wow.
Nobody's ever done anything there at that time. Yeah, that is like in the same square as like Cafe Du Monde and.
Yeah, I know it's right.
I've never been, but I have a good friend she's lived there for like 12 years.
Yeah, it's.
And she's always like, "You got to come," and I'm like, "Okay."
It is. I've been dying to go back.
It's
it
a
is
good time.
So
The
much fun.
Food is great.
Yeah.
The drinks are strong. There's not.
Of all
It's
the
one
places,
of the few cities I haven't been to.
of all the
Yeah.
places I've ever traveled, the food has been the best there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, now I want like
Some etouffee.
good
Or, yeah.
etouffee. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Grilled oysters. Ooh, we just keep knocking over the same cans.
Listen, as long as they're empty,
Yeah.
you're good. Better than me.
Eddie's 80s metal lyrics. I'm still knocking over the same two cans.
Why does he look like he has the biggest fucking head in the world? Not him. Why does
Yeah.
it look so large? And I have a big fucking head. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not like. One, I know what I look like. Two, that guy's got a big fucking head.
Big melon.
Who is that?
I believe
The
it's
leader?
Johnny Lee Miller from
What?
the hit 90s movie Hackers.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is Johnny Lee Miller, right? Yeah. Oh, it's just a shitty haircut, huh?
We'll wrap this up momentarily when Peter returns, because we've been rambling a long time.
I mean,
We don't have to stop
we
hanging
still
out.
will, right?
Yeah. No, we're gonna keep doing it. Just we're not gonna be
We
broadcasting
don't
it.
have to bother everyone else.
Yeah. We're well into Dracula 2000 now. Oh. Let's see. We could probably start plugging some stuff before we get out of here. If you're still watching, well, I think it's just us watching. But if you are still watching or watching the replay of this on YouTube or Twitch, head on down to Earthworld, buy some comics.
Sure, yeah. Free comic book day.
Yeah, that's right. Free comic book day is in
Comic
a
book day
week.
next Saturday, 10 to 5.
Then
5 free comics.
when you're done there, you should head up to Saratoga and check out our trivia panel at the Comic-Con, because that is going to be a drunken mess, but in a fun way. I just bought a bunch of prizes today to give away at that. One of the things in the first prize package is the James Tynion Dracula graphic novel. So if you're a horror fan, you're not going to want to miss that.
Mike, if you're a horror fan, you will want to miss Dracula 2000.
If you're a horror fan, stay away from Dracula 2000.
I just can't stop watching it, but it's not good.
What else? And again, if you're watching, head over to thebullandbee.com, and you can use code MonsterMead at checkout for $5 off your order. I highly recommend checking out their mead because it is delicious.
Wow. How long have you worked in advertising?
Yeah.
I definitely
This
re-
ad reads.
because it's delicious.
It's delicious.
Simple, to the point. Very Hemingway. Subject object.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up for now. We'll be back sooner than the 5-month hiatus we just
Was
took,
it really that long?
because I think the last episode we did was in November, because we were like,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
definitely
it
gonna
was
do one in December.
Oh, it was such a bummer. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I forgot about it. Yeah, it was right after.
Yeah,
Remember, we did have that second coming of the Ice Age this winter.
yeah. What the fuck was up with that shit, man?
Nothing would melt
Yeah,
for 14 days.
I would have to on days when we would do the show in here, I would have to seriously heat the room up for 14 hours,
Ugh.
just to get it habitable in here.
All the plasma screens are
Yeah, the lava lamp, the thing, the goo in the lava lamp, just bubbled up and froze into a thing. Yeah.
That's what it felt like walking into the shop every morning, because Dad would just turn the heat off,
Yeah,
not
Yeah.
down to a certain level,
just off.
off. in an old brick building.
Yeah, no, we had like the Hoth winter fucking this year. Ugh.
So glad it's over. I'm so glad it's getting warmer.
I feel like I spent the whole time walking like a geisha. It was like
Yeah.
it would, like slip and fall.
Just so
and
you don't
bust
eat
my
shit.
I would have to like seriously like
Oh.
most of the time.
Oh, did we just lose?
Danny Master take a leech to the eye.
Yeah, that leech
like a nail
entered his eye without
Ow!
consent. What kind of monster would do that?
How dare it?
But yeah, I don't have to wear full body long johns anymore just to go outside.
Yeah, no, I'm just happy to like I can let the dog out in the back wearing like shorts and a t-shirt and not rush to let the dog out in it. Let him out and like be like, oh, this isn't a nightmare. Or walking the dog's not a
Yeah.
10-minute bundling up ordeal.
So if you were like looking in this coffin and a worm jumped into your eye, why would you stay?
Go back and look at the
Let me
coffin.
go
more.
check this
Let me
out.
get one
some
more look at this.
Let me put my
I
fucking face.
sure hope that was
right
the
in
only
here.
worm.
Oh, good. There's more.
Oh yeah.
Let me get my face in there again.
Yeah, put
my
He's
ear
getting
in there.
really close in there. You deserve whatever you get right now, bro.
Well, for more reasons than just being stupid.
Well,
enough to
yes,
look in
that's
there.
good.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
Oh yeah. It's been
Do
a
you
long.
remember it?
No, it's been a long
Oh.
time since I've seen this movie. I just remember being super dumb.
It's
Oh, wow, that is
it's
terrible.
there.
Yeah.
You're right. Cool. Free cross.
All right, we're really wrapping it up now.
This movie sucks shit.
Let
But
that
wait,
be.
there's more. Hang on. I just pulled a worm out of my eye, but let me just get under the actual body. Oh
Once I-
no! That was a bad idea.
I shouldn't have taken his cross.
Oh man.
Who plays Dracula?
Oh.
Gerard Butler.
Oh, that's right. You said that. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Good fucking
Jerry
god.
Butler.
Jerry.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. This has been the Comic Brain Trust.
Jerry.
Jerry fucking Butler.
Jerry B.